Dinner for shoes, please.
Hello. Welcome to another episode of Dinner for Shoes. This episode is strictly devoted to award season. Now, award season is a long time. Sometimes you'll get a back-to-back show, which it can be stressful because it's like so much fashion flying in your fucking face at once. You don't know what to do with it. And that's how I feel because I get super excited to look and see what my favorite celebrities are wearing on the red carpet and how maybe they channeled the characters that they played in their movie or TV show that they're like up for an award for. It's so much fun to see what celebrities wear on the red carpet, to track red carpet trends. It's endless. There are literally Instagram accounts devoted to IDing every single piece, the shoes, the bag, the jewelry, the look that shows up on the red carpet that a celebrity wears. Most of them, and some of my favorites, give credit where credit is due, and they credit the stylist who is behind the look. All of that award season madness is brilliant to me, and I love it. So I'm here to report on some of my favorite trends that I've been seeing and noticing this award season. However, we've only had a few big shows so far. So there will be more, and we will most likely do an episode completely devoted to the Oscars, because the Oscars is obviously big in and of itself, and there's just going to be so much to talk about after the Oscars. So we'll kick it off with the shows that we've gotten a chance to see so far, the red carpet coverage. The first one was the Golden Globes, and then we had the Critics' Choice Awards and the Emmys back to back. And that same weekend we had the Governor's Awards, which is a little bit smaller, but it's gonna be the same celebrities that are on this award season circuit that are nominated, whose shows are nominated, showing up. So you're seeing them work with their stylists for like 4 different looks now. And you're seeing the aesthetic that they're like putting out to the world for this award season. And it may be completely different than next award season, which is really, really cool. And that's like my favorite part of analyzing award season, and we're gonna get down to it. Now, let's talk about my outfit first. You know, I never know until I'm like actually sitting here. Then I'm like, now, looking all over the place. I'm like, what the hell do I pick out? So let's talk about my shoe and then the outfit behind the shoe. And we'll get into why I have chopsticks here today and what I'm eating. So this Fendi shoe is a favorite of mine. It's monogrammed. I really love the PVC leather. It's like a little kitschy, but then I feel like this elastic strap and this like ribbed padding at the heel kind of give it this like sporty effect, which I feel like is me to a T. So I do love these, and I feel like they kind of in a way are a business shoe. Their luxe with their extremely shiny gold heel. It's sculptural. It's not too high where I'm falling over. And I really liked it with this H&M skirt suit set. The back is completely open. I thought that kind of spoke to award season because that's one of the details that we notice a lot, not necessarily this award season specifically, but it is fun to have a back moment, right? So I liked this for that. Also, little spoiler alert, one of my favorite red carpet trends this season happens to be this new and updated version of suiting that we are seeing everywhere. And I'm loving it. I just want to stop and say I'm loving it so much because if you think about it, and this is like taking things back down to like a really simple level, right? But if you think about award season at its core and what it is, you picture women historically, right? Showing up on the red carpet in these glamorous dresses of all shapes and colors and beautiful gowns. And we expect every single award season for there to be this like huge variety of dresses. And maybe we'll see like this like confection of a dress on J-Lo. And maybe we'll see this like really sleek column sheath on Elizabeth Olsen. And maybe it's by the Row, her sisters, right? Like, so we always expect that, but we never really expect what all the different suits could look like. We think of a tux or a suit as simple. Black, maybe there's a bow tie, maybe it's navy, and maybe the actor decides to wear like a different colored shirt than normal, right? Well, fucking no. Like, tailoring and suits are just as versatile and can be anything, the way a dress can be anything. And I love how in award seasons past, but especially this award season, men and women, non-binary, everyone is leaning into that. It is my favorite part of award season. The suiting, I had so much trouble like narrowing down my favorite suits because all of them are so good. And so that is the inspiration behind my H&M suiting look. This is a skirt. See, a skirt can be part of a suit. And it's not a blazer. It doesn't have a jacket, but it's still a suit. It's still suiting, right? So you just never know. And some of these celebrities have been doing it so well, pulling it off gracefully with their stylists. And I'm really, really excited to talk about them. Now, before we get down to my favorite trends and we start to talk about what I'm loving and seeing on the red carpet, I want to stop and just talk about what I ordered today. Let me pull out my little handy dandy cell phone. Can you even consider a cell phone? Like, is an iPhone a cell phone anymore? Like, I feel like you don't necessarily need cell service to communicate on a phone anymore. I'm really just like veering off. I'm going on a tangent here. Okay, but let me pull up this article that I found. Also, I did look at the Golden Globes Instagram page. I was really tuned in. And what I found, I was reading this article actually on timesofindia.com, and there was a wide array of seafood served at the 81st Golden Globe Awards. And this article was posted on January 8th, 2024. I'll link it, but you can find pretty much the exact same information on the Golden Globes Instagram page. Golden Globes. But so what's so exciting about the Golden Globes, and I'm sure plenty of the celebrities that showed up were really excited to find out that they were being served sushi from Nobu. And Chef Nobu himself walked someone through on the Golden Globes Instagram the whole menu. And let me just see, I have it here. I was like writing down some of the standouts that I want to discuss. So, celebrity favorite Chef Nobu prepared salmon caviar, tuna tataki, sashimi salad with onion dressing, nigiri, and yellowtail jalapeno. And he estimated that he prepared 1,100 dishes. 1,100 of these dishes went out to the different celebrities at the Golden Globes. And so what I wanted to do is, my boyfriend and I have a favorite sushi spot in Hoboken that we love to order from. And I'm sure that I will order from it on another Dinner for Shoes episode. It's called Okinawa, and it's definitely our favorite. But I wanted to try one that I hadn't tried yet. So there's one in Hoboken called Ayame, and they just so happened to serve almost every single dish that was served by Chef Nobu at the Golden Globes. And one of them was the sashimi salad with this like onion dressing, right? So I was really excited to try that. So I ordered that. And then it was also noted on the Golden Globes Instagram that the celebrities drank sparkling water, Saratoga sparkling water. So what I did is I also am drinking sparkling water, but since ginger is such like a taste note, I feel like, and I love a seaweed salad with a touch of ginger, or just like a salad with ginger dressing when I'm eating sushi. That's like my favorite. A lot of people love getting like miso soup, edamame, maybe something warm, anything else, but I don't know why I'm always that person who like wants the salad with ginger dressing, and I often even dip my sushi into ginger dressing. I don't know. Is that weird? I don't know, but I love it. I'm just a big ginger person. So what I did is I put a splash of Health Aid kombucha lemon ginger can into my sparkling water, and it's delightful, and I pretty much feel like a celebrity at the Golden Globes, which I feel like I can say since I'm wearing Fendi shoes. Another spoiler, we do have a Fendi look that I really appreciated, worn by Christina Ricci, that I'm going to get to. Her trend was not suiting, but we will get there. Anyway, so I am really excited to try this sashimi salad, and we're going to get to it, and we're going to try it. But before I go grab my sashimi salad and before I talk about my favorite award season looks so far and my favorite award season trends, I interviewed some very special guests, and we will have special guests on virtually who do not live nearby, but I am just reading. This is like a little quick one-off. I'm reading from a few very special people. So the first that I want to mention is Kathleen Miozzo and her sister Wenny run the Instagram. Check the tag. They are incredible. They are IDing outfits left and right. The second a celebrity walks onto the red carpet, I swear you can refresh their page and within seconds it's up and that outfit is ID'd, and often they even have a picture of the look on the runway if it's not a custom look, and they give it side by side, or you can swipe to find it, but usually it's side by side of the celebrity wearing it on the red carpet and what it looked like when it debuted on the runway, which is really cool. So they were kind enough to answer a few questions for us. And Kathleen, I had coordinated with Kathleen. Kathleen also said that, I didn't know this, but they also have a features editor named Thomas who works with them. They are a team of only 3. And on award season night, Thomas is the one who really like streamlines the process. He creates a whole doc, keeps them super organized. Their account is not monetized. You may think it is because they have a tremendous amount of followers. It's not. They do it strictly because they have a passion for the red carpet and fashion the way that I do. So girl and guy after my own heart. Like I'm so psyched about that. Now, interestingly enough, they started covering the Emmys, which was the most recent award show, at 5 p.m. and finished at 1 a.m. New York time. That is a long working night. So I hope they had lots of sashimi salad to keep them alert. How many posts did they post? About 100 to 150 for the Emmys, Critics' Choice Awards, and Golden Globes, which are the 3 major award shows that happened so far. So that's a lot of outfits that they are IDing. They did say that the Met Gala and the Oscars, which have not come yet, the Met Gala is the first Monday in May, so it doesn't take place during award season, but they said that those are their busiest nights, which I understand. I've covered the red carpet before, and I have to say it's been the same for me. Now, they work at lightning speed. They ID these looks before any other Instagram account, fashion fan account, or vertical. Hello, kid. How fastly can you ID? How fastly? Fastly is now a word. Ooh, this could be fun to really give your whiskers a nice little streamlined brushing. What do you think? I never thought about that before. I love you. You look great in your black and white suit. You look great in your black and white suit. Okay. So, what was I saying? So they are just like working left and right? And they're going crazy. They're IDing. They have a really good working relationship with all celebrity stylists, which is very awesome. These celebrity stylists are kind enough to give them pre-IDs. Most of the Emmy looks that they ended up IDing on Emmys night actually were already ID'd thanks to their coordination with all of these celebrity stylists who know, oh, Check the Tag is going to be IDing all of these incredible looks. I don't remember inviting you for sushi. I do not remember. I'm talking about Check the Tag right now. If you have nothing to say about Check the Tag, you can check into the nearest hammock. You can check in over there, okay? Okay, you sit right there and you join, or you sit right there and you don't listen to your mommy. Okay, so anyway, I think that's great. I think it's great that the celebrity stylists are really so kind. They respond to their DMs and they tell the team at Check the Tag, like, hey, so-and-so, Kristen Stewart's gonna be wearing Chanel, whatever. Okay, so that's awesome. My personal favorite detail about their Instagram just happens to be that they always, without fail, they give credit to the celebrity stylist who created the look, because it's so important to me that an artist gets credited for their work. And a lot of fashion fan accounts may ID, but they don't give credit to the stylist who put the look together. So I think it's really great that they do that. Kathleen did tell me that their tactics for IDing are consistent. They keep up with runway shows, and they often ID looks from memory. They look on Vogue runway every time a collection is debuted, so they kind of like, they know like, oh, the Oscar de la Renta collection looks like this season, and celebrities might be wearing from this collection or the Fendi collection or whatever it may be. And they also check emails as PR blasts go out, and you can imagine for every celebrity on the red carpet, they're wearing shoes, bag, jewelry, which their jewelry could be by all different labels, right? And a look, and maybe a bodysuit or maybe tights. And those IDs are all coming through an email. So figure one celebrity is worth 5 separate emails IDing, there you go, good girl, IDing that look. So that's so many emails to comb through and make sure that you're really getting it right. Which does leave room for error. And Kathleen told me that their approach to errors, if they make them, if let's say they ID a celebrity in the wrong look, it's not by Fendi, it's by Chanel, whatever, they just fix it and move on. They said that they do have fans who get really crazy about like correcting, and they love their fans. They love their fans so much, and they just want to do the best for their fans, which I think is really special. So they fix it, they apologize, and they move on. Kathleen did say that she does get a lot of buzz, and it makes her feel really excited and proud when she can ID a look from memory, which as a fellow fashion girl, I totally agree. When I see a celebrity like walk onto the red carpet and I'm like, oh, that's from literally the Loewe show. Like I remember that exact look. I can even picture the model who wore it down the runway. I feel really good about myself. Now they have a few award season best dressed, or just people who they were really excited to see this season on the red carpet, and they named Margot Robbie, the entire cast of The Color Purple, Greta Lee, Dua Lipa, Julianne Moore, Coleman Domingo, and Charles Melton. So they had so many people that they were excited to see. So after talking to the team over at Check the Tag, I also was able to connect with Tara Swennen, who is a celebrity stylist. She styles Kristen Stewart, and actually this season, she's styling Beef's Ali Wong. If you haven't watched the show Beef, get to it. Literally do not put another show in front of that show. It's incredible. Ali Wong is a major contender for best dressed of all of award season this season. She's been wearing incredible looks styled by Tara. And I loved so many of them. So Tara told me that she has spotted some red carpet trends already. And being a celebrity stylist, we trust her, right? One is Barbenheimer, and that's basically what it is like a combination of the Oppenheimer and Barbie craze, because both movies were kind of released at the same time, and now there's like this juxtaposition of the looks, but then also like a blending together. I found a Pinterest board that breaks it down perfectly. She's also seeing a lot of red and white. I also have been seeing a lot of red and bridal white. I'm just going to talk about red, hence the red chopsticks today, but definitely a lot of red and white, and men taking beautiful risks. We're going to talk about a lot of men taking beautiful risks on the red carpet when I get to my favorite suiting moments. The stylist that I talked to, I also asked, I said, give some props to a fellow stylist in your industry and let me know who you think is doing an incredible job styling a different celebrity. It's not someone you style. I just believe in honestly cheering on our peers. And so I thought that was probably my favorite question that I asked the celebrity stylists. And I was really, really happy to field some answers. And what Tara said is that I think Danielle Goldberg and Greta Lee have been the ultimate pairing at the moment. We're going to talk about Greta Lee's looks. They have been incredible. I also think Andrew Mukamal, I believe I pronounced that right, I'm sorry if I didn't, has been doing an incredible job on the Barbie press tour with Margot Robbie. I love bringing the old costumes to life. If you don't know, Margot Robbie has basically, Andrew and Margot have been coming together to create these stunning looks inspired by old-time Barbie dolls, since she played Barbie in Barbie. And they've all been amazing. And she did also say she deems Ali Wong best dressed this season. Ali Wong is her client, and they work so well together. You can just see it. And she said this amazing quote. She said, "For someone who is somewhat of a red carpet newcomer, I love that she is so enamored by all forms of fashion and the joys that come with it. It just is so nice to know that the celebrity wearing the look that looks so good loves that look so much and is a fan of fashion." So I liked that. "I am in awe of the risks that she is willing to take, making her an incredible collaborator. We are having so much fun." One of my favorite thing about Ali Wong's looks this season is just how she's been incorporating her glasses. I think that they look so chic with all of her outfits. So that's really cool. And I also talked to Mark Avery, who styles Ryan Gosling, aka Ken, and he has also submitted some amazing quotes to Dinner for Shoes that I'm excited to read. I also loved what he had to say about trends. I asked him about what red carpet trends he's been noticing, and he said, "I prefer to be inspired by the person I'm dressing rather than the current state of fashion. Great moments in style are about the chemistry between the clothes and the person wearing them, and much like a recipe, switching a key ingredient will result in a very different taste. Trends are fun, but I think applying them just to stay current is forgetting the most important part of style. It's individual." And I couldn't agree with that more. I always talk about the difference between fashion and style and how I love style. Fashion is fashion. It's gonna change. You're gonna see different trends from season to season. Style, if you have sense of style, your look, your aesthetic, the fashion that you try on could change from season to season, year to year. But if you have style, you work your outfit with confidence and it shows that you love what you are wearing. So I love that Mark said that. He also participated in spreading the love to his fellow peers. So as far as stylists who he thinks are doing a great job or celebrities he thinks are looking really good on the red carpet this season, he said, "Every single look America Ferrera has had this season. Edge, class, forward but didn't feel performative, perfect. And America is styled by Carla Welch." So as far as best dressed celebrities go this season, you may think he would pick his own client, Ryan Gosling, but he said, "I'm going to answer this my own way. I can name dozens of folks I believe are creating and presenting amazing looks, but if you are asking me where to watch real life. Watch what people do with what they have access to, and how they put those pieces together to make them their own. I find inspiration in style and not so much in fashion." So it seems to be that Mark and I are just synced, although he could probably speak better than I can and actually get out a word when he's literally looking at it on his phone. I don't know. Did that LASIK surgery work? I don't know. Some days I don't. Anyway, I really enjoyed getting all of that feedback from the team at Check the Tag and Tara and Mark, and we're going to go on to talk about my personal feedback, which means shit, but we're going to try some Ayame Sushi. My sashimi salad is going to come right out. Kit will probably be interested. Don't know if she'll go to take some, but these are mine. Excited. All right, so I'll be right back and we'll talk about my personal favorite trends. Ooh, that's yummy. The cats are hungry. Ooh, that's yummier. Damn, I love this shit. All right. We're back. Kit. Well, there goes my sauce. There goes my spicy mayo. All right, no. Thank you. Okay. So we are back. I am here with my salad. It looks delicious and I'm really excited because I haven't tried Ayame, as I said. So this could be a new spot for me. Let's just get the cat hair out of this picture before I take it. Okay, so essentially I feel like I am a celebrity who's wearing cat hair all over their glamorous gown at the Golden Globes. Okay. Now, let's take a bite, let's try it out, and then we'll talk about my favorite trends and who I think are bed dressed. The other day I went out to dim sum with my boyfriend's family and we got fortune cookies and we added in bed to the end of all of our fortunes and it was so much fun. And maybe that's why I said the word bed when I was trying to say best. I don't know. You never know with me. You never know the way this mind works. I actually need to find a new psychiatrist. If anyone has any opinions or any good psychiatrists they know about, let me know. All right, so we're going to taste. This is actually, there's some really great pieces of sashimi in this salad. I almost don't know like what to put on it. You know what? I'm going to dip. I am going to dip. I'm going to dip in each of the different little sauces here. This one has scallions. I love that. That is really fresh. I was not expecting it to be this fresh. There's some fish eggs on top, which I love. Kit, no, some salmon, which she loves. This is delicious. Kit, come on, don't make me put you away. I'm trying to try each of the different fish because there's a trio of fish here. And actually, when I was watching the Golden Globes coverage on Instagram, Chef Nobu does say that there is such a distinction between each of the different fish. So he wanted to really make sure that that was highlighted in the dish that he served at the Globes. And I'm really tasting the difference here. This is actually really good. And I am all about, like, there's crab in here. Oh my gosh. That's delicious. Okay. I'm all about adding new sushi spots to my repertoire. This is definitely going to be a new spot for me. That fish is really, really fresh. I'm really excited. You guys know that I'm honest. I would tell you if I didn't like it. I like it. Let's talk about other shit I like. Okay. Let's talk about suiting just because it responds to my own look, right? Okay. So here are some suiting moments I absolutely loved on the red carpet so far. Now remember, I'm pulling from the Golden Globes, the Governor Awards, the Critics' Choice Awards, and the Emmys. Okay, we have America Ferrera here. She is wearing Moschino, and this is at the Governor Awards. She was styled by Carla Welch. I love the bow tie here. I think Carla actually reposted this look, and it's literally just like America wearing the bow tie. And she wrote like that feeling when I put you in your first suit. Oh my gosh. It just, I love it with the bob too, the sleeked hair. So good. Now, Bella Ramsey has been wearing incredible suits. Bella Ramsey is a suiting pro at this point. This is a Tom Brown look, and it's floral and it's sage. And I have, right now, sage is my favorite color. I love it. I love the tie too. Now, probably one of the best dressed at the Critics' Choice Awards was Coleman Domingo. He wore this Valentino Couture suit, this blue shirt, the incredible shiny Louboutin boots with it are amazing. He just looked like a friggin' rock star. I love the unbutton, that deep plunge there, just so cool. We've also got Donald Glover in Bode. This is this glorious luxe velvet suit. It's got Victorian vibes. He is rocking the flats trend. I'm pretty sure he was one of the first to rock the Mischief backward shoe that I rocked once upon a time. And or maybe it was he rocked the big Mischief, the big red boots. But he is just really cool and very experimental with fashion. So I'm not surprised to see him in this beautiful menswear moment. Now, Greta Lee, Kit has the bag. Kit, get out of the bag. She's stuck on the bag. The Golden Globe for Best Dressed Cat goes to Kit the Kitten. Okay, mommy's gonna get you out of it. I know. Let me. Kit. Okay. She got herself out of it. Okay, all right. Mommy's your stylist, and I just had to do some tweaks to your outfit. Sorry about that. These girls. Okay, so let's get back into the suiting. Greta Lee in Loewe. I think this is really cool. This is such a comfortable, like glitzy suiting moment. Again, it's a polo and pants with pockets, not necessarily a jacket, and it totally works. I love the wet effect hair with this look. Just So cool. And it's also got 150,000 black Swarovski crystals placed by hand. So that was her stylist, Danielle Goldberg, who shared that. And then at the Governor Awards, we also have Regina King wearing this Louis Vuitton suit. Again, kind of like the Coleman Domingo thing. We've got that like plunge with the buttons just undone of the shirt. It gives it a more casual feel, but it gives it this like daring, edgy, powerful, I own my own look feel. And I love that. And I love the little Louis Vuitton box clutch that she's carrying there too. Also love that her hair is up in this really great top knot. So those were my favorite suiting moments, I would say, from the award shows so far. Now we're going to talk about really cool sculptural moments. These looks are almost like shapes, like geometric shapes, works of art, even on a hanger, right? But of course, these celebrities wear them with grace and they just come to life on the red carpet. Dua Lipa wore this Schiaparelli gown. It's glorious. It's beautiful. I love how the shape of the gown is mimicked with her jewelry. She's wearing Tiffany, and I just think that that's really, really special. J-Lo actually, she kind of stuck to what she knows in this incredible pink gown. She's kind of calling it back to millennial pink, which I think is, I'm sensing that millennial pink is going to replace Barbie pink soon. But J-Lo definitely did that. This was at the Golden Globes, and she wore Nicole Felicia Couture. It came with this incredible floor skimming with a train rosette cape. Oh my God. So, so beautiful. And that is obviously, of course, like a really amazing whimsical shape that you notice on the red carpet as soon as she arrives, right? Also at the Golden Globes was Karen Gillan, who wore this Iron Van Herpen, and this is really experimental. It's a couture look, and it's got like almost like this butterfly or wing 3D effect going on, and that was also really shapely and cool. And also at the Golden Globes, I think this happened mostly at the Golden Globes, but Natasha Lyonne also wore Schiaparelli, and this look was just incredible. While it was debuted on the runway as like a midi dress, she wore it floor length, and it's got this really sharp, almost shield-like bodice that just it makes her look like a trophy in a way. And I do kind of always love, it's kind of a kitschy thing, but I always love it when celebrities like call back attention to like, oh, I'm at an award show by kind of like dressing like an award. I mean, why not, you know? Finally, and I think if I remember correctly, Rosamund Pike said that she had a skiing accident or something, which is the reason why she ended up wearing this headpiece. But I would have worn this headpiece with or without any accident because it looked incredible. Rosamund Pike wore this Christian Dior gown to the Golden Globes, and I loved the shape that her look took on the red carpet. It's got this like this globe effect going on across her face, and then this like triangle shape T-length dress. It's beautiful. Something else that I loved, and Swifties will be happy that Taylor Swift made the cut, was this monochrome shoe moment. Dinner for shoes, right? So we've got to talk about it. But a lot of celebrities are perfectly matching their dress to their shoes. And I think that that is so cool. Couldn't not recognize it and call it out. Taylor Swift did it in her sequined Gucci dress. She wore these Louboutin So Kate iridescent pumps, which perfectly matched the shade of her gown. And at the same show, her friend Selena Gomez wore Armani Privé, and she wore a pair of metallic heels that perfectly caught and played off of the sheen of this asymmetrical halter dress. Just really cool. Rachel Brosnahan, the marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I just love her. I love her. She's also definitely one to watch on the red carpet this award season. And she wore this custom Sergio Hudson dress it's got a leg slit, and of course, it reveals her red satin shoe, which perfectly matches with her lip, perfectly matches with her off-the-shoulder dress. It's all monochrome. Fabulous. I love a vintage moment, of course, so I'm always keeping my eyes peeled for those. At the Golden Globes, Elle Fanning arrived in a Pierre Balmain vintage dress, and it has a bow. We're seeing a lot of bows. I didn't give that trend its own category. I think bows have been around for quite some time, or I think TikTok made them really big. And it's like when TikTok makes something big, it like crashes really hard, you know? It just like, woo. But there were definitely a lot of bows on the red carpet. And her dress, just this very classic glamour here. It was matched perfectly to a pair of satin ivory pumps. And I loved that. And similarly, and probably my favorite example of this trend has to be Brie Larson in Prada, who, oh my God, this beautiful periwinkle shade of a dress. It's so pretty, and her shoes perfectly matched. So I love that. It's a dinner for shoes, of course, call out there. We also saw a lot of sheer lace. Here's where my Fendi comes in. Christina Ricci in this sheer lace Fendi dress. It was like a naked dress at the Globes. I thought that was really, really cool, and she pulled it off spectacularly. I think probably my favorite example, though, like the dress that I would wear if I could wear any, would be Elizabeth Olsen in this Vivienne Westwood dress. It's got a built-in corset. There are sheer panels, but it also has a train. I love how she styled her hair straight and down, left back. It made for this really simple, effortless moment. So that was beautiful. And Riley Keough, she wore Chanel Couture also at the Golden Globes. This dress is very bridal to me. I think that's another kind of like micro trend I want to call out. There are a lot of like could be bridal moments happening on the red carpet, which kind of harkens back to Tara's reference of white, the color white, right? So that's really cool too. And of course, Elizabeth Olsen's could definitely be like a wedding dress, right? And then Awkwafina, who I love, wore this Christian Dior dress to the Critics' Choice Awards. It's made of black and this really pretty, like, I want to say it's almost like a oatmeal or like a taupe colored lace. It's beautiful. And it's sheer up by the bra. You can kind of see her like contrast bra underneath, which I thought was a really cool touch just because it is kind of like that sexy look, right? Where you're kind of like showing a hint of your bra. And then of course, you've all seen the photos, but Kylie Jenner was at the Globe. She did not walk the red carpet with him, but with Timothée Chalamet. And she, like I said, love a vintage moment. She was wearing this Hene More. I believe it's Hani Mori. Sometimes it just takes me, like, I practice before I set up, and then I forget, and then I just have to like practice again, and then I'm like, Megan, cut, and my producer, I like tell her to cut, but I want to pronounce everything right, but I'm just not the best at remembering, and I'm sorry. But she wore this incredible vintage Hani Mori 1998 gown. It was sourced from Timeless Vixen. It's backless, and it's sheer lace to a T. Now, we just have to talk about red, and then we'll get to my best dressed. Okay, so my best red, all red, this really beautiful scarlet color. Ayame Award wearing this custom Prada dress, also doing the matchy monochrome shoe and dress moment at the Globes. I loved that dress. It was a midi dress with a really pretty train. So Ayame Award took the cake for that one. She was one of my best dressed for sure at the Globes. Camila Morrone wore this Atelier Versace dress to the Emmys, looked gorgeous in it. Dua Lipa wore Prada to the Critics' Choice Awards. Similarly, Margot Robbie also wore this like rose effect gown. This one's Balmain, and it's in that same shade of red, right? And then probably the best red moment of award season, I don't think anyone could argue with this, is Suki Waterhouse, who wore this incredible Valentino look, showing off her baby bump. And this was at the Emmys, and it was such a special moment, really. And yeah, so now best dressed. I am just going to go out and let you know that Ayame Award is probably my best dressed of award season. It hasn't even ended yet, but I love her. She wore this look from The Row. It's a white suiting situation with cool sunglasses, and that moment, hands down, takes the cake for me for best dressed so far. But speaking of men being experimental and really, going at it with beautiful suiting moments, I did love Barry Keoghan in Louis Vuitton. This was a really cool, another red look, and I thought that it was a little edgy, just awesome. I also loved Billie Eilish in Willy Chavarria. I think that this is kind of actually, I don't know what people will really think about this. I don't know if it's divisive or not, because I think some people weren't huge fans of this look, but I love it. I think it's so cool when a celebrity can really express their sense of style on the red carpet in a slightly offbeat or what is not considered typical or traditional look. And Billie did that with this look for me. We also have Brie Larson in Prada. I loved this sheath over her gown. I thought that was so cool, the way it was floor skimming. At the Governor Awards, I have to say, I give it to Florence Pugh in Rodarte. I think she rocked this. She somehow makes the most feminine pieces look edgy and cool. I loved that. Greta Lee, my favorite, had to be her Bottega Veneta dress, and this was at the Governor Awards. It was also that shade of red, as we talked about. And then I've got two more here. Haley Steinfeld in this custom Prada moment. This was so cool. It gave Audrey Hepburn for sure. And this was at the Golden Globes. Loved the back of that look. Loved the gloves. Loved the pink train. And finally, Tracee Ellis Ross in Sport Max. And this was at the Emmys. I just thought this look was so perfect for her. It has an open back. It really was so flattering and beautiful on her. And Tracee Ellis Ross is a fashion savant, so anything she wears is amazing, but I just had to pay respects. And yet again, you have the color white, which Tara did call out for us. Anyway, that's my fave so far from award season. I'll see you back here after the Oscars. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna enjoy my sushi, not made by Chef Nobu, but made by Chef Ayame. Bye.